I just finished watching the Tasha K interview with Brother Bilal, aka Will Smith's former assistant, where he just, you know, spilled all the beans, right? Told all the tea. What is it? Spilled all the tea, all right? And I ain't gonna lie. I am not gonna lie. That shit was wow. All right. So allegedly, all right, according to him, I learned a lot about Will Smith, according to Brother Bilal. All right. So according to him, first and foremost, Will Smith ain't no bitch. Like everybody thought. Apparently, Will Smith's soft, oh, he a punk, oh, he a bitch. Apparently, according to Brother Bilal, nah. Will Smith got them hands because he used to train, you know, he did the movie Ali. And Will Smith will call some people on your ass if you get out of line, right? So Will Smith is a shot caller. Another thing apparently we learned about Will Smith is he whooped the living cow piss out of Jada Pinkett before because he caught Jada with J-Lo's ex-dude Mark Anthony at their house. Apparently Will Smith walked in on Jada and Mark Anthony. Now this is all allegedly, right? Now Brother Bilal saying this shit popped off, but I'm saying allegedly all through this damn video. Now, a lot of people probably is not even going to think about them first things that I talked about when it comes to Will Smith and how he is. The main thing that stood out of this whole 2-hour interview is the Will Smith getting caught allegedly having sex with Dwayne Martin. All right. Apparently, Brother Bilal walked in on him and he had the key to Dwayne Martin's dressing room, opened it, and he was like, and he saw, in his words, murder. Okay, Dwayne Martin was murdering Will Smith. He was killing Will Smith from the back. So we also learned that allegedly Will and Jada like recruits other celebrities and friends into like Scientology, and they like send them to like this weird building and they get hooked up to a machine and all this crazy shit. Apparently, allegedly, this shit be happening. Another thing that allegedly really happened was Jada and Will wanted to have a foursome with Diddy and J-Lo back when Diddy and J-Lo was dating. And that's crazy because of what's going on with Diddy. That would have been an interesting night. I know J-Lo probably just like, hey. So a lot of people are kind of actually turning against Bilal. A lot of people like, damn man, that interview was so raw. Like, why you tell us all that? Some people are mad at the dude, right, for going around doing all these interviews, because I think a lot of people don't want to believe, you know, some of the things he said. And some people just look at him like a rat, a snitch, or a hater, whatever. But honestly, I ain't gonna lie. Dude sounds very, very convincing. You know what I mean? Like, and even if he ain't 100% telling the truth, I think a lot of the shit that he said in that interview has some sort of validity to it. You know what I'm saying? But that's just my opinion, allegedly. Like I say, a lot of people write books and they share their experiences and all that. A lot of celebrities do it and nobody really have a problem. But because of who I think this guy's talking about, people are now calling him a hater and a snitch. But hey, if this is his life and his story, you know what I'm saying? Why can't he tell it? But I will say this one thing that he said in the interview that was kind of like, because when he was talking about like people might be knocking Will Smith for being gay or bisexual, and he says in the interview like, yeah man, like I'm not putting him out here, I'm not exposing him to hurt him, right? Because matter of fact, if I see people posting about him being gay, I'm gonna have it taken down. Now let's be real, right? The whole highlight of that interview was the whole Dwayne Martin, you know, you seen him getting bent over. You ain't even say making out or making love or having sex. You said Will Smith was bent over a couch getting pumped to death by Dwayne Martin, right? So let's be real. You know, especially in the upper age, you in your 40s and 50s, like we from that old school generation, he knows that by saying that, like that's kind of comes across as like a negative thing, right? So you do know by outing him as being gay or bisexual from the era, you know, back in the day, like, you know, you're hurting that person by revealing that secret, right? Like, he knows that. So when he said that, like, oh, I'm not trying to hurt him by saying, you know, by telling people he gay. I'm not trying to hurt him. I was just keeping it real. Now that right there, that's kind of bullshit. Like, you knew exactly by you telling that story how that would make Will Smith look. But apparently he talking about doing another interview with Tasha K, even talking more shit. And I'll be watching.
If you don't know who I am, ladies and gentlemen, I'm back. F.U.I.M.E, you probably thinking, what is that? It's the movement, it's the motto, it's the answer to these critics when they hating.